This is my dad, Robert Pogue. He served in the Army in World War II.
Behind me you can see some of the crew that I served with on riverboats in Vietnam from 1967 through 69.
Former Specialist, United States Army Infantry.
I served from 2006 to 2011 as an engineer on the USS Kitty Hawk, an aircraft carrier.
This is retired Army Sergeant Susan Leroy, also known as Sergeant Noga.
I'm currently assigned to Fort Sam Houston, Texas, where I serve as the non-commissioned officer in charge of the U.S. Military Baylor Graduate Program in Nutrition.
And I'm a 96 graduate of the Coast Guard Academy and a retired veteran.
I live in Savannah, Georgia, and I'm in the South Carolina Army National Guard.
My name's Jean. I'm an E5 in the U.S. Navy Reserves.
I served at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, as an Army Correctional Specialist.
My name is Captain Jonathan Turnbull.
And my name is Eric Houston, former senior airman with the United States Air Force.
I'm Sergeant First Class Justin Schruppel, retired U.S. Army.
I'm Sergeant Huber in the U.S. Air Force.
And I served in the United States Air Force for 22 years and retired back in 2012.
Country music would take me back to growing up with my family. Had all the classics. We had, George Strait, all my exes live in Texas, Tim McGraw's Indian Outlaw.
From Garth Brooks, Travis Tritt, George Strait, Tim McGraw, any of these country artists that were playing on the radio, I had a cassette tape of. I was singing in the mirror. I was learning their songs.
Having music always helped us unwind from the day. When all the stress was going on during the day, we got to go back to our little hooch and put our headphones in, and we were able to listen to all the music that we were missing back at home.
When a song would come on when I was deployed and I was missing my family, it would bring me back to as if I was there. So music played a really good form of therapy for me.
He's a huge country music fan. He loves songs like Maiden Prayer, Buck Owens, Willie Nelson. He's a huge fan. He's now 91 and can no longer speak, but he still enjoys listening to music.
At night we love to tune in some country music, either from the big Nashville AM or from my hometown. We listen to Bill Mack, the Midnight Cowboy, on WBAP.
A lot of us, what we would do is we would, listen to music, or we would share music to kind of help keep us entertained. And me being from Texas, I was brought up on a lot of country music. So I listened to a lot of Tim McGraw, Toby Keith, Reba McEntire, Hank Williams Jr.
I remember being in the military was one of the most stressful times of my life. I remember sitting in my barracks room and listening to country music radio. And I was an aspiring musician at the time, so I would learn the most popular songs on the radio, and I would perform for my friends, my battle buddies, and sometimes even my leadership during room inspections.
I wanted to say thank you to Bobby Bones' show for always being uplifting, always being positive, turning it on, listening to everybody laugh. Was an inspiration to me.
I love country music. My newest is kind of Bobby Bones and the Raging Idiots. They just have uplifting music.
As I served 22 years in the military, the country music always found a way to find me and always keep me grounded where I grew up in Kansas. A lot of great country stars out there, Keith Urban, Little Big Town, Luke Combs, a lot of big country artists out there always finding us on our deployments and even here overseas.
My last tour in Afghanistan, the song May We All, the combo between Tim McGraw and Florida Georgia Line, which Florida Georgia Line, you have a special place in my heart. I'm a Florida girl. But that song meant a lot to all of us out there.
When I deployed to Albania, Iraq, Turkey, United Arab Emirates, I would usually start off playing the song I'm Already There by Lone Star, and then I would ask her to play Good Morning Beautiful by Steve Hawley.
Thanks to iHeartRadio.
To help us who serve being able to feel like we're at home and not feel so far away from our families.
So thanks to iHeartRadio and country music for always finding us and keeping us grounded at home and giving us something to always think about and to remind us of home.
Whether you're into, rock or country or pop, music really is therapeutic, and it can really get us through the day or just tough times or whatever it may be.
Music has always been a part of my life, and it was ours over in Vietnam. So thank you for playing country music all these years, and keep it up.